Warning, this content is not for kids. If you're a kid, f*** off.
I have a strip of rough sawn timber. Now I have a pile of rough sawn timber. I don't worry about this. You can wipe this off with a damp cloth, or you can just let it dry, sand it off later. Looks like I'll be doing both. You'd never know it was split. And this is all dry. I need to do it again. I'm going to do 2 of these. That's board number 2 being clamped. This one's already done. Come back when this is dry then. My boards are done. I'm about to put them through the planer. Just a quick wee go through the planer because I want to take the rough wood off now, because once I build this I won't be able to sand the inside of it properly. So now this is the first time I've actually used this. It's a thicknesser as well. You could put big chunks of wood in through that bit, change the thickness of your wood, but the planer part on top is just like your handheld plane, but it's mechanical, so it's just going to put a smoothness on there. That's the fucking plan anyway. You saw the way I was pushing it, that I kind of caught that at the end, stopped it, but I'm going to put that in there again. But I don't need to, because these blocks might hide it. I might give that one more pass. But look, that's how good that job does. Turns it from that mess into a nice beautiful looking wood. Don't know how I'm managing to do that there. Clearly made this thinner because I'm taking off so much of it trying to fix that. This is going to be the lid. Ah, spoilers. These are going to be my walls. And then one there, and one there, so I'm just going to need to hide that. Look, this fucking lid's annoying. That's still quite level, but look, you can see that there, that goes up at an angle because I don't know how I'm managing that. Clearly I'm not a complete moron, so I thought I would just Google what this problem was I was having with that wee fucking bit at the end of the wood when I was running it through there. Apparently it's called sniping, and it's a common thing, and I'm about to watch a video on how to adjust your planer to eliminate that. So, because that was the first time I've ever used that planer, I might have to start this project again because I just sniped all the wood, but still I'm about to find out how to deal with that right now. My sniping problem that I've got with this, see how it takes the very last bit of the wood. There's a few ways of fixing that. I can adjust this, the back table, the output table. Well, my point here is I can't adjust this back table because this is a fixed table. This one is the only one I can adjust, and it doesn't need adjusted. It's perfectly flush. It's perfectly flush. I can't explain why this is doing the thing at the end. It's one of these things, and I've spoken to somebody on YouTube who reviews all these gears, and he says that all planers have this problem, and this one can't really be adjusted any more than I can do myself, so I just have to persevere with it and not put so much pressure on the wood when I get near the end. That there, look, obvious as fuck Wesley snipes. They're going to be covered with other bits, so nobody's going to see that. And look, this is pretty cool. I've cut through to the sap on the tree, and that is sticky. There's going to be a hell of a lot of clamping and gluing and gluing and clamping and clamping and gluing.
Well, I've done to you.
This little bitch just locked me in the shed. Is it funny, is it?
You were laughing.
I was laughing at how grounded you
How
are.
can you jump out of there?
I'm not jumping out. You're away to go and get the key. Now get the key and open this bloody shed.
Where's the key?
You're so dead. You're dead and grounded. You're going to kill you and then you're grounded. 2 walls done. They're not the same distance between there and there. There's a couple of millimetres bigger gap there. We're going to measure that. Well, let's put this aside because Papa let me borrow his calipers. Every tool bag should have one of these. Every tool bag. Incidentally, Papa's also wiring in some electricity. Look, we've got light in here just now. We have power! We just don't have these installed yet. That's next. I should have been filming that because that would have been pretty awesome content. Wiring up a shed with electricity. That's them sitting flush, right? But when I bring it to the end there, there's a bit of a gap going on. The two bits of wood that I had that were perfectly the same size, they don't fit in there. I need to cut two new bits now. I'm definitely getting a set of calipers now. How much difference they're making to the job. Probably don't even need glue on this bit because of how tight it fits. That'll do. That'll do. So I have my two halves finished. They're not 100% flush, so they don't close properly. So, do I put them through the fucking planer and then worry about the Wesley Snipes at the end, or the belt sander? But there's one problem with that. This is bigger than the belt sander, so how do I make sure all of them are level? Adapt and improvise. I just took a fucking big chunk out of Get this level and then glue this, clamp this back there and then sand that down to the level. That's flush enough for me. Oh, that's uneven as fuck. No, that's uneven as fuck. So I've clamped the two halves together and now I'm going to zoop. I just figured out why the planer was taking chunks off of these bits, and just these bits, no them bits, just the bits in the middle. Right. Follow the grain, follow the grain, follow the grain, follow the grain. Totally against the grain. Never go against the grain. That's the number one rule. That's fucking woodworking 101. Dingbat. That's probably the best I'm going to get it looking. What next, eh? Let's put some hinges on it. How thick even is that? Well, there's only one way to find out. Use Papa's calipers. They're exactly 1 millimeter. I need to be very, very careful here. One of my chisels is nearly the exact size of that. There's like half a ball hair in it. Is that luck? You think that's flush enough? Maybe another wee sniff. Take another wee sniff off of there. Okay, Mark, I know. Shut up. Guys, if you don't already know Mark Fun Jones' channel by now, check him out. He's in my subscriptions, so you'll find him in my subscriptions list. He knows what he's doing when it comes to this. He really knows what he's doing when it comes to things like this. But it's not just woodwork he does. He's a skateboarder for all you skate or die folks. He's just a realist, an artist, an all-round renaissance man. Musician, artist, carpenter. Essentially, he's the Jesus of YouTube. Right, I'm happy with that, but it's me that's making it, so it's never going to be beautiful. Hiding the majority of my mess. I love it. Screw Crew 92. So now all I need to do, I hope, line these up perfectly and screw them bits to there. Clearly, my back's shifted that way, which is what everybody expected anyway, because it's fucking me doing it. I built, essentially, a box. Still not done yet though. I'm about to attempt to use that. these are annoying. I had to go slower than the slowest slow thing, because if you'd go normal speed like a normal drone, it doesn't really do the job, so you've got to take your time with it. Do tiny, tiny, tiny. Well, you saw what I was doing. I don't need to fucking tell you. You saw. Stain, stain, we know your name. I'm not fucking going for any trophies here. I said trophies because that probably bonked. Bonked. Dude, did you just say bonked? I'm about to either fuck this up or make it look even cooler. I want it to be darker. So I have the stain from the fence for the fence outside. Hey, that's exactly what I want. To make it look a wee bit aged. It was either, oh fuck, what am I doing? Look, I've got dipping that in there and it's going all over me. Right, fuck balls. I deliberately did it on the bottom first, so if it went all tits up, I only had to hide the bottom. But I like it. Fucking awesome, man. Trying to open this because my yacht clearly needs a wee refurbished top up. This is definitely not golden syrup, that's for sure. It bloody stinks. Eh? Fucking tub of yacht varnish. Who the hell's got yachts that tiny that one wee tub like that would be quite sufficient? Box is looking good, is it? I have a problem though, because it sat like that for weeks in the shed, in the hot shed, and in the cold shed, the hot shed, the cold shed, the hot shed, the cold shed. I've managed to warp the wood. Now the thing doesn't close, but I figured out why. Here's the point of contact, and that's one of the bits that chipped off, and I put back on again, so that's swollen. And luckily, it's on the lid as well, it's not on the bit that I've cut out. So I'm going to unscrew these bits, take the lid off, and then just go over that with a planer till that is level with that again. I have no idea how to use one. You're supposed to get like flakes of wood off. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck knows. I think the trick to actually get shavings with your plane is to have this clamped down. I just held it in my hand and...
No, Eddie, watch. Eddie.
have these locks, latches that I got for this, but they didn't come with nails. So I have matching nails. You wouldn't really call that a fucking nail. Look, just barely enough, half a hair breadth. And that would have been through there, would have just fell right through. But is that length going to be big enough or long enough to support the weight of what I needed? Because I'm going to want it to hold the box closed, but about to find out. I don't want to lose that. They're tiny, they're like Mark Owen. I'm fucking tiny. Cool. Sweet, the first latch is on. 2 latches on. I know it looks like it's not completely closed there, but look, it is. It's just that bit of the wood there kind of opens up a bit as it gets to the end. Still not done yet though, because I have these little corners for them. Nice brass corners, nice brass latches. That one took a bit of a beating, but I like it because it's giving it a wee bit extra character. Customised with your truly's fucking beautiful face on it. It's only taken a very, 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 very long time to make. There's only one thing left to do. Should get one of those spinning... I've got it! Right, well this was the prototype anyway, so the next one, you know, is going to be a fucking million times better with probably a million times less mistakes happening along the way. I don't know if I've told you about Mark Fun Jones probably about a million times during the process of this, but if you want to see how things like this get done properly, I'll put a link to his video in the description, or a link to his channel in the description, so go check him out. This guy is the real deal. He's not a blagger like me. Right, cool. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the comments. Ta-ta!